Matty J's got In-N-Out. We took Matty J to In-N-Out today.
I enjoyed it. It was good.
It's not a bad burger for $5, right?
I'm trying to be professional, as you can tell.
You look great.
Is this too casual?
No, it's fine. This is the casual set.
That's what you said. You said the casual set.
It's the casual set.
I thought.
Yeah, it looks good. You look great.
You still seem somehow too buttoned up.
Hey, one thing I'm not is too buttoned up.
That's true. You always got people talk about it constantly.
It's great. Am I too close to you?
No.
For comfort?
No, I just was like, I was doing one of these. Just like, I'm going to be casual. What's that on my thing?
Oh, yeah.
And then I realized, like, well, if
you're going to stand up in a second and realize you can't feel your legs.
Yeah. If it ends up going long, I'm going to stand up at 30 minutes and immediately topple down.
Yeah, totally.
But now I'm back here. Here's where I'm.
No, you look good. You look good. It's the first time we've done a group thing in this side of the set. It's nice.
It's a casual hang.
So we were all at Dice Tower Con. It was us three.
Dice
Dave,
Tower East now, I guess.
Dice Tower East is now. And so last year Mike and I did like a full out review of Dice Tower Con. I don't feel like we need to do that because there's not like much that's changed.
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10, huh?
How do you rate a con?
I don't know.
It's a weird thing. Anyway.
It feels low.
It feels low.
It does. It was a 10 out of 10. I mean, like, literally.
10 out of 10
it was great.
10 out of 10 for friendship.
Yeah.
For friendship, for sure.
Which is the most important thing.
So we just want to give a little recap about, just like what our favorite games that we played were, just the general, like, how the con overall was, but just cash. Hence the cash.
Can I get something out? Can I start off with a gripe?
Yes.
There's a lot of freaking nerds there, dude.
There's a lot of freaking nerds there, dude.
What you playing, nerd? I gave a lot of nuggets.
It is my
There's a lot of trash cannon going on.
It is my favorite thing to do at a convention. Is the first time you walk in, I look around, I look at Nick, I'm just like, damn.
Nerds.
A lot of nerds here, dude.
I spent about an hour once just in one of the bathrooms giving swirlies.
Yeah, gosh. I would say, you know what the low point of the con was when I accidentally went into the women's restroom.
That was awkward.
And it was very awkward. It was very, the crap part is like, it's all my fault because I was walking in there and then all the stalls were full and I was like,
so you made it in.
No, I was in. No, I was in.
Well in.
All the stalls were full and I was like, oh man, I turned the corner and there was a whole nother room of stalls and I was like, man, this men's bathroom has a lot of stalls in it. Never once thinking that, like, Nick, you didn't see a urinal anywhere. And so I went to one of the other stalls, went and did my business.
Oh, you went?
Full out. And I went and did my business, and then I came back out, and I'm walking towards I turned the corner, and that's where all the stalls and the sinks are, and there's 3 women washing their hands, and all of a sudden I'm just like, and we all see each other in the mirror, and I go like, am I in the wrong bathroom? And they go like, yeah, and I was like, and I instantly panicked because I was like, I don't want them to think I'm like a creeper or something like that. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, I'm just gonna wash my hands real quick. I just went over there so I could wash my hands as quick as possible.
You got.
Oh, I didn't want to, because then it's even weird if I leave without washing my hands.
No,
am I wrong?
No, you are wrong.
You were.
You are fully wrong.
I don't think Matthew's gonna agree with me. What you were close to having the right response. The response is to laugh it off and be like, ha ha ha. Well, it ain't the third strike at least. Wink! No, I'm just kidding. What you do is you just say, like...
You didn't want to edit this video, did you?
Yeah, I know, right? You just say, this is awkward. And like, I'm going to wash my hands. I think you're going to appreciate it. And, like, kind of laugh.
Well, that's what I did.
You did such a quick rush.
Well, I was doing it, and they were all of us started laughing, and they were like, it's fine. They're like, and one was like, there's so many unisex bathrooms nowadays, like, who cares? And I was like, no, it's great.
Right.
But it was one of those things, I just didn't expect it. I don't think they expected it.
The thing is on those side rooms, the bathrooms always flipped.
Yeah.
Like, this is the north side, say. The north side would be men's in this hallway, and south side in this one, but then back to north. So it was easy to mix up.
My response would have been, firstly, I think most bathrooms should just be unisex at this point.
It's easier.
Because it just make it, who cares, right? And the second thing is, I'd have just killed myself.
Sure.
Instantly.
It was very shocking. But that was a low point. It was ultimately fine, but that was scary. So
yeah, that's just you're so unprepared, and you were so deep into the process.
Yes, it was bad. It'd be worse if I walked in. It was like, oh my bad, and actually walked out. But I had gone to the bathroom. I'd been there for I was on my phone for a bit. It was bad. I was in there for a minute.
I feel more awkward now than you probably did
probably
in the moment.
All right, so going to the con, I think we can all agree that the best thing about the con was getting to hang out.
Yeah,
especially getting to meet Kiki and Paul and stuff. People we had. Well, we'd met Kiki and stuff like that. But
Paula, but the hands down best thing for me in the entire thing was hanging out with Paula and Kiki.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even close.
Yeah, totally.
I said this to Paula. She was like, "Hey, what's your best thing?" We were at where we were at dinner with Justin.
Yeah.
And she said that. I was like, "It's not even close."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really couldn't have cared about anything else.
Yeah.
But I also loved everything else.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I thought
It's just fun.
the few shows we went to, like we went to the award show, was really fun. The board game breakfast was really fun.
They did them really well this year. Not that they did them bad in the past, but like the pacing and stuff was
Yeah,
like,
it
really
was nice.
solid. Like they didn't let them drag on. I was like going in each one kind of like, oh man, how long is this going to
I was worried that the awards were going to go on
For
for
like
2
2 or
hours.
3 hours,
But
yeah.
they did keep it short.
Yeah,
They
it
did
was
quite
nice.
well.
It was really, really nice.
And it wasn't as big as our show, but
Yeah.
Our show went great. Biggest
was
show of the entire
the
con.
bomb. If you're out there and you're one of the people that were at the show,
Thank you.
thank you for being there. It made it so fun having the audience that we had. That was so fun. It went so well. Like we had a little debrief afterward to kind of like we always want to improve. Even if you had a great show, it's like
even though
this is
we
gonna be
were
cool.
perfect.
Let's try that. But like literally we were nitpicking because it was like that went awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
I think,
so fun.
just having the show was great. We had like a bit of a warm-up kind of thing where we had an impromptu. I would have called it more like a hangout than I would call it a Q&A.
Yeah.
And that honestly gave me the chance to kind of drop in, warm up,
Calm
I
down a little
suppose,
bit.
in a way, calm down. Because I am now the only one really that's properly stressing before
Yeah,
the show.
totally.
Kiki was as well as her first show a bit.
Yeah, but
she
like-
just was prepping. She was just wanted to make sure she was prepped.
Totally.
I was, nervous.
Yeah,
really
straight up
nervous
nervous,
and
yeah.
stressing out. But it went well, and the show felt more like a live podcast, even though there's loads of audience participation. It just felt calmer. It was.
Totally.
It wasn't as. It was just calm. It wasn't gimmicky. It was just, hey, we're doing a show. But it wasn't just we're just doing a show and it was all that audience participation, which takes the onus off us sometimes. We're just facilitating fun at that point.
Yeah.
And it went really well. I was really pleased with it.
I think that kind of preamble that we ended up having, where we were just hanging out, served us all. Like I think we all went in a much better space. Like we had kind of warmed up and stuff. We had already each got a couple little laughs and things, so we're comfortable. Like I think. And on top of that, like it was super fun just to hang with people.
Yeah,
like,
it
was great.
Well, we said that. I think next year what we'll do if it happens, which I'm 95% sure it will happen, we'll do the live show. I'm going to say we'll do a half an hour hangout before the show.
Yeah,
As
let people get in.
Anyone's welcome to come hang out and just chill. I mean,
Totally,
like, whatever.
totally.
It won't be anything super specific and rigid. It'll just be sort of like it was just a super organic process. And that was awesome.
Yeah.
Live show was so fun.
Anything else that you really enjoyed about the con? Like highlights for the con? Anything else?
I mean, other than that, again, that's pretty covered. Other than the games, which I think we'll get into now, it's like, it was overall good.
There was a couple times where we ended up going on like extended walks. One on purpose, one on account of Cracker Barrel just dropping the ball heavily.
Yeah.
I'll call out that Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
I did at the time.
Yeah, you
very
did.
vocally.
Yeah, I don't think that guy liked us very much. But yeah, we ended up going on these walks that ended up being kind of fun. Like, not that Florida's like the funnest place to walk for a long time.
No.
Okay, can we talk about Gatorland though?
Oh, that's so
Gatorland
before the
was sick.
con.
Okay, before the con, we went to Gatorland, and it was exactly what it should be.
Clutch.
Just super Florida. There were a lot of alligators. A lot of different types of
$600, you
alligators.
can kill as many gators as you want.
It's true.
I'll leave you alone in a room with one.
And basically we've been juggling like that ever since. And like stuff like that was fun. Where we're just kind of on these little adventures and like those couple walks we went on.
We walked with the
Just
thrift
all chatting.
store and stuff. That was
Thrift
fun.
stores,
It was
yeah,
nice.
it's
We
great.
went to the weirdest gift shop and bought some postcards, which were legitimately 15-year-old postcards.
Yeah.
So, yellowed postcards.
Yeah,
It was
it's
great.
awesome.
Little moments like that always stuck out for me because it came back to like getting to hang out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know, things like that
Yeah.
for me.
All right, so let's get into games. That's what everyone wants to
What?
see anyway. Like everyone's like, we don't care that you went to Gatorland. Tell us about what games you played.
I didn't play it. Anytime I saw anyone at the hot new table said Cult of the New.
Games are
Nerds.
for nerds.
Games are for nerds. Okay, so let's say like, what was your favorite game of the con? What was your biggest surprise?
I should have given this some more thought.
That's fine. I'll go first.
Okay, Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So my favorite game of the con was probably, it's close between Sierra West and what was the other one? Oh, and then the Taverns of Tiefenthal. I'm gonna go and say Sierra West though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really really like Sierra West, which is by the same people who make Teotihuacan. And it was just good. I saw it at Origins. I saw Sierra was at Origins.
Right.
I didn't get a chance to play it because I was working the booth and I was too busy. And I wanted to so badly. And then they had it there. And that was why I was like, I don't care what else we do. I don't care what we play. I want to play Sierra West. We were able to play. It was us, Mike and I, Missy, and then Justin Jacobson played it.
It was on my top 10 anticipated games of the year.
Oh, is that right?
I wanted to play.
Yeah.
I still not, but my brain was not ready.
Yeah, it's a thinker.
I think when you have a chance to do it, you should check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just our kind of game. It's kind of like a Euro-y Western game, but it's just got like weird, interesting worker placement and
loads
dice
of
playing.
replayability.
Yes,
Yeah, right.
There's like modular. It was very, very cool. I really, really liked Sierra West.
Nice. I really like Sierra West as well. Trying to think of like new stuff we played that like really hit. It was excuse me, between the Taverns of Tiefenthal and that. Tavern Tiefenthal was great.
I think Tavern Tiefenthal is my favourite game of the con.
Yeah,
my favourite. My favourite. That wasn't a surprise to me. I thought I was going to like it.
Yeah, we all end up playing some games that we know and love and stuff. But that game was awesome because it was fun.
Yeah, it's great. It really is.
It's
great.
satisfying because you're upgrading stuff.
Yeah.
You're like, there's a little bit of pressure luck feel because you're drawing out cards and you're hoping to get a bunch of great stuff out. But it's because it's sort of a deck builder. You don't know if you're going to do that.
It probably isn't as exciting as Quaxer Quedlinburg, but it is more satisfying.
Yes.
Yeah. And there's more. It's more of a.
I like it better.
It's a bigger game too. There's way more to do.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're right.
Perhaps Ultimate is a pretty light game.
You probably shouldn't compare them. Really,
no.
they're definitely going to get.
Yeah, it's just the same
People
person.
would inevitably will because of Wolfgang Warsch, and I would say to people like it reminds me of Quacks because it gives me similar like good fun feelings.
Yeah.
But they are not similar games at all.
But there's a lot of satisfaction because you can upgrade tiles and stuff and all this kind of stuff. You go, I'm building, and I love.
You draw like 8 waitresses out to get a bunch of beers and stuff. You're just like sick. I don't even need these people.
So drunk right now.
So freaking lit, dude.
I like the way it looks as well. I really like the aesthetic.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, it was great.
Is that your favorite game you played?
I think so. Yeah. Out of the new things.
I really liked. We played Elysium. I really liked that.
Elysium was good.
I would say this is really surprised. I knew I liked the game, but we played our now annual game, Millennium Blades, again with our lovely Slivers hosting. And last year that broke our brains, Mike and I's, to the point where we literally couldn't play games for a couple hours. Our heads. And this year, I was expecting that again. This year, because we were more familiar with it, it wasn't that bad at all. Like I my head was fine. It wasn't even thumping afterwards. Yeah. And that was really, really fun because it was nice to come back and experience that game again with a better understanding of it and being able to be like, oh yeah, this is actually pretty darn accessible.
Well, can I be honest with you? Well, I wanted to play that game.
Yeah.
I wanted to play Millennium Blades, and I wanted to play a game with Slivers.
Yeah.
And I always want to play games with you, but I purposely didn't ask to be invited into that game, even though I know I could have got in.
Yeah.
Because I thought you're going to enjoy it way more at the play count you're playing it at, and not teaching someone new.
We should arrange for it next year, though.
But it is that kind of game, right? I wouldn't want to go into that game now without having watched like a full rules review.
Yeah.
Right?
It's very odd.
You should definitely do that before next year, though, because it would be fun, and I think you'd get a kick out of it.
I think I would as well. Yeah. I think my biggest surprise.
I think we all have the biggest surprise, probably.
Don't Mess with Cthulhu.
Yeah,
that's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, which is such a weird.
Was that the one you're both going to go with?
Yeah, for me at least.
It's so fun. It's just such a good. And you hate social deduction.
Well, see, and that's why it's a double for me because one, the game is fun. I wasn't expecting. I'm not a huge Cthulhu fan anyway. But then it's social deduction, and that for me to like a social deduction game is rare. But continue about what you're talking about.
So Don't Mess with Cthulhu social deduction game. It's super light, but it sows distrust immediately. Because you've got 5 cards. Organically.
You don't have to try to be like an upstart in the game or anything.
Yeah.
Mike says, look, I'm a goodie. I've got 2 of these things you need to find. They're in front of me, and you've got 5 cards. I'm going to say, okay, I'll go to you then, because you're good and I trust you, and you've got a beautiful face, Mike, and I love you. You're a handsome man. And you're talented, and I think the world of you, and I love you in a very real way. And then I pick a card, and they go, "No, you're a liar, and I hate you, and you've always been a liar, I dislike you." And it's like there's nothing they can do to stop you. It's like, yeah, I got 2, and there's 5. Yeah. You picked 1. Doesn't make me evil. It makes you just pick the wrong one.
Right.
No. It makes you evil.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's the brilliance of it. Like, there were many times where it'd be even less good odds. It'd be 1, 4, 1, and 5.
Yeah.
It's like it's 20% chance.
It's still,
and you immediately buy into this whole thing that isn't real or maybe is real based off of you flipped over something based on an 80% chance of there being nothing. You're just like, I can't believe you do that to me.
Yeah,
and I enjoyed it without the extra cards and stuff.
Yeah,
but I did enjoy it with the extra cards as well. They do add something to it. It was a lot of fun. I think the one game that I wish I'd have played And I think it's the one game that I saw people play that I was like, I'm buying that the second I get to buy it. Was QE. That you
Oh god, yeah. You
played it
didn't
right
play
at
that
the
game
end.
with
No,
us.
but it was one of my favourite games of the con, and I just watched half a game of it.
Yeah.
And I know it's a game I'm going to love.
That's also, I mean, it's Domestic Cthulhu is definitely my biggest surprise, but that's a pretty decently close second. So QE is a bidding game where you are bidding for like these different kind of industries, like agriculture, whatever. But the thing is, the rule of the game is you can bid as much as you want, and there's no limit at all. But the main kicker is that
I was like, how is this ever going to work?
Yeah, because it doesn't sound like it's going to work.
You just bid whatever you want. That's ludicrous. It's just going to get silly. And then there's one twist.
Is that the person who bids the most is high society. The person who spends the most money automatically loses.
You're out.
No matter what.
You're dumb.
Also, it's the fact that the bids are done blind. Like, whoever's auctioning off the piece, they write down the initial bid.
Yeah.
Theirs is visible, and they can win that if it ends up being the highest. But it's like, basically the person collects everyone's bid, and they look at them secretly. Okay, this was 10 million, that was the most. And then you write down the price of the thing, and then hand everything back, and you only get to see if people did a no bid, a zero bid.
Because it's funny the way it works, and I heard there's a variant where you just write insults on the cards as well. As someone was saying, if you're going to play the game, write nasty things to people on the cards, because that's funny. Because it's like dry wipe cards and stuff.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like, you could do it where you are doing it with pennies and quarters and nickels and dimes and dollars, and the highest bid in the whole game can be $10, and that's crazy high.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna. The highest bid's going to be $1 million or 10 million.
Yeah, exactly.
It goes like that immediately.
Yeah.
Because it's funny. It's fun to do that.
Yeah.
It looked crazy. It's basically an auctioning set collection game of sorts, isn't it? But
that's it.
man, I want it.
Yeah,
it
was incredibly
I think it's hard
fun.
to get. It's hard to find.
It's hard to
but
get.
I do want it.
Yeah, but the whole mystery of, like, you bid something that you think is really high, and then you don't win the bid. So you have some information. You know that, like, okay, $6 million was not enough. What did Nick bid? You know,
Yeah.
$1.
Yeah, there's all this like weirdness of like, who's spending what, and then so in terms of this percentage market, where like
you get kind of paranoid.
The initial bids just start going higher and higher for like no reason.
Yeah,
it just gets more expensive.
You straight up get paranoid. Like you get very paranoid.
Was fantastic. It was like the last thing we played. It was a great note. At the con itself.
I very much enjoyed playing with Jess. Board game golf, because she does lots of stuff with heavy cardboard and everything, and they're always on those videos. So me and Paula played the lightest game I could find, which was this little dice rolly Reiner Knizia game with her. I was like, just because it's like, And then when I played a story-driven game with her, and we played this game called "And That's How We Died." Oh no, and then we died. Yeah, something like that. It's like a complete story-driven game that Paula like brought out, and we were like, I just didn't even understand how. I've never played a game like that. Like it's just storytelling.
Totally.
We had a great time.
Yeah,
everyone was getting into it. Kiki was doing a lot of accents being thrown around. It was really great.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, that's
a big surprise to me actually. I guess.
Yeah,
there's like so many good. That's what's fun about those conventions, and everyone should find a convention, local, big, small, whatever, to go to, is you end up like having like really fun game experiences that you would not have expected.
You get to play games that you never would get to play.
Right.
I don't get to play social deduction games because I play with like 2 people max.
Yeah, totally.
Same. You know, like in that instance, like, dude, I hope we get to play that again at some other convention because that was crazy.
Oh, yeah, I'm seeking it out at that convention. It was so fun. I mean? But even like, what I love about conventions or just gaming in general, sometimes like the most unexpected thing, like one of my favorite gaming experiences at this con was like late at night, the 3 of us and Missy playing Arboretum.
Yes. Oh gosh,
it was great. It was just late at night. We were waiting for our plane,
game.
And we were just like, let's just play Arboretum, bro. And it was delightful. And that's like not a new game.
Was that your first time playing it?
Yes.
And you knew the rules roughly.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And it was Missy's first time playing.
And it was great.
I've only ever played 2-player. Oh gosh, that was such a fun game.
Playing Herbaceous with Crystal was great.
I need to talk about playing Strike with Crystal.
Oh yeah, that's great.
There's playing Strike and enjoying Strike, and then there's playing Strike with Crystal.
Crystal and Andy,
and Andy's there doing like maths, and we're just like, okay,
She's like thinking of like, well, if I do this, it's gonna flip over to this thing, and I'm just like going like, wing that crap.
A lot of fun. I played quite a lot of games with Crystal actually, and so happy to get to play with her.
We finally got to it at the end
there.
So many good people, man.
The day before, the thing is, I'm missing out 50 people.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we played a big game of viticulture, which is great. I mean, it's just
Modern Art was brilliant.
Modern Art was great.
We played in teams, and that was so much fun.
We got to play this like little museum heist game.
That's right.
With a couple people who like watched our show and stuff. We're into what we do. And it was this game at the outset. I was just like, this looks like shit. Like, but it turned into like a fun little game. And I was just like, oh wow, I'm really glad I got to play that.
Totally.
I would never have picked that out on my own.
I don't think I had any bad gaming experiences. No. Well, the only bad gaming experience I did have is I played Rolled West, which is the Gold West roll and ride game. I played it with Kevin and Melissa from Tantrum House, who was really happy to get to play a game with.
Yeah.
And they're such lovely people.
Super
and
nice.
I played with Dave Loser, who's I can take or leave if I'm honest, but it was good. And my brain just did not work. I was too tired. I couldn't grasp what was going on. And sometimes those small roll and write games, I just find it difficult to grasp what's going on. I can bring Agra out or like big BT Euro, and I can kind of, my brain is ready for it, but a little roll, and I lost big time.
Yeah.
And it was like, I was like, ashamed of myself. It's like in Mega Game Minutes, I was like, I felt dumb.
Yeah.
I was like, I couldn't grasp like 3 rules and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would also say that this is probably the con where at least you and me have played the most games.
We did. I still like came out of it feeling like, man, I didn't get to play games with everybody.
Yeah.
That I wanted
No,
to.
I
It
just
didn't happen.
There's 2 people I specifically wanted to play with, and I just never got
Yeah,
time to play
it's
with.
just-
We
which
wanted to play with
happens.
the Parkers the whole time.
Yeah.
And they came to the show, and we got to run
We didn't
into
even
them,
see
and we're
them.
like, oh, maybe we'll play a game in a minute. And like things happen, and I was just like, damn, that whole week went by.
Yeah.
It really makes me feel bad.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, it's just what it is.
Like, I'm
you know?
like, I feel like I've let people down and I've been a bad person and stuff, but I really have tried to play with games.
It's so impossible. It's just impossible.
And the
like,
thing about it is, like, I think everyone at a convention, whether or not you have like commitments or whatever, it just turns into that where it's like, oh man, time like flew by. We played this big game. It's like that's 3 hours of the day gone. You know, and you just end up like, oh, I meant to play this game with it. That's the cool thing is like, there's all the more reason to come back.
Yeah.
We can play, make those people priority 1 next time.
Yeah,
like,
that's
they're
what I'm gonna
priority
have to
what
do.
it
1.
is. It's just what it is. Yeah.
I was meant to play Heart of Crown as well with slivers and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
There's
right.
so much stuff. I mean, yeah.
Life, it just gets busy
But yeah.
before you think about it.
Anything else about Dynasty Star Con? Overall, I think it was
It was
pretty great.
It was awesome. It was just so
great.
fun.
I think there was a really wonderful split between men and women. I think it was quite
It was
good. I
great.
think
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Not even probably, but it was the
No,
best
but it
representation
was
of that kind of thing.
On its way for sure.
I feel like it was just
Everyone was really cool. You know,
it's just full of kindness. It's just full of kindness.
Dice
and
Tower
that's what I want.
Con has great energy in terms of that welcoming feel of like,
hey, sit down and play a game with me.
Yeah.
I don't know who you are, but I'd love to meet.
Everyone
One of my favourite
comes off
things
that
was
way.
playing very last night. I played Ganshon Clever, and I played Llama, and with someone I just met, and I was like, fascinating conversation about them, and I was so interested. And I came to you, I was like, man, I really enjoyed that conversation.
Yeah,
super
great.
cool.
It's
great. All in all, great year though. Seriously, I have no complaints.
Yeah,
So
Super fun.
I'd give it a 3 or 4 out of 10.
Yeah, you know, just if we're generous.
Improve. I want you to cut down the size next year and move it locations.
That'd be great.
I think they should do that. They should move it to somewhere that's got a bit more danger.
Yeah. Well, I want to know that the Gators can get in.
Yeah, that's the danger I want.
That's the kind of danger I want.
I think that's the only way I can truly feel alive.
I want Gator danger. Like if it rains for more than 45 minutes, the waters will just flood.
They will
right
come into the room. Yes.
They're just gonna swim on in.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's it, man. Right?
That's it. I think. Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out. If you were at Dice Tower Con or doing some other fun board game stuff over the 4th of July,
Yeah, that's right. It was America.
What games were the hits for you? Whether they're new games, old games that you rediscovered or finally got to try out. Put those in the comments below. And I'm Mike Murphy, man.
Yeah, I'm Nick Murphy.
And I'm Matthew Murphy.
Pretty much at this point. Yeah. Thank you all for being here, and we'll see you later. Bye. Bye.
Thank you for watching that video. Just wanted to let you know that we are sponsored by Restoration Games. They make wonderful, wonderful games, and everything we filmed is filmed on top of Game Toppers. Game Toppers is a great way to upgrade your gaming experience. So go to Restoration Games or Game Toppers LLC to find out more. And all that's really, really cool. But you know what's even cooler? This. That's right. Show you one more again. Bam. Isn't that cool? Bam. It's cool. But that's the right hand. Let's check out the left. Boom.
Quack, 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 quack.
That's right, the left is only ducks.
Quack, quack.
I gotta learn other spells for my left hand.
Quack, quack.